What's up, guys? Welcome to Dreamland Bootcamp. I'm not going to do a full intro this week. I did my intro last week, and these videos are not supposed to be really long. I'm actually like on a time limit because I'm timing myself, but it's going to be slow paced. I just got concealer on my hand. Yeah. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you don't know what's going on this week and you're new to this channel, this is Dreamland Bootcamp. Basically, I'll be doing like beginner makeup classes, the basic necessities and things that you need to know, and placement of makeup and things of that nature. That way you can feel confident and more intact with your inner MUA. Everybody's speed is not the same. You may have to watch these videos a million times to get it down packed, but I guarantee you, you will get it down packed. If you don't watch me, you may watch a bigger YouTuber. It's totally up to you. But like I said, this is just a beginner's class or a boot camp just to show you guys that I'm still a new YouTuber. I'm still new at doing makeup and my computer's going off. I'm just showing y'all from a new makeup artist's point of view. Everything's gonna be broken down, so don't panic. I'm not leaving anything out. I got everything wrote down. So yeah, so just stay tuned this week for this video, and yeah, everything should be just fine. So without further ado, we're going to get into the video. Today's topic is eyeshadow. So without further ado, we're going to pop, lock, and drop it into the video, okay? So today, as you can read by the title, because if you could not read, bitch, you would not be here. Hello. Today is eyeshadow. So I'm going to be showing you how to do eyeshadow today. First thing we are going to do, we are going to prime. Excuse me, my eye is like really itching. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to prime our lids. Now, if you are of a darker complexion like me, you need to use a concealer. Now, I don't use a concealer. I actually use the whitest or the palest foundation I can find. This is full coverage. This is L'Oreal Paris 24-hour infallible total coverage, and it's in the color 301 Classic Ivory. And the reason why I get my foundation this pale is because I want my eyeshadows to pop. Now today, normally if I do that, I'm using like bright colors. I'm not using bright colors today. Everything is going to be very subtle. It's not going to be like an over dramatic look. So yeah, so it's gonna be really easy. I'm not gonna just be doing a hardcore blending today. It's gonna be something very simple, something that's gonna be, you know, very easy to get on the first go round. So I got my foundation. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit on my hand like so. Excuse the concealer. And I'm going to be taking my itty bitty flat brush, and I'm going to be putting this all over my lid. And now I have hooded lids, so like I said, if you don't have hooded lids, then this is gonna be something different from you. If you don't have hooded lids, you won't have to struggle trying to put eyeshadow on. But if you have hooded lids, then this is gonna be extremely relatable. If you go over, it's totally fine. I always take my hand and wipe it. And it just kind of dissipates a little bit. Because it's not set, so you don't have to worry about it, you know, giving you a hard time. But like I said, because I have hooded lids, like my measurements can be off like the majority of the time. You're going to want to set these. So I used L'Oreal Hydra Perfect. I think that's how you say it. Perfect and Loose Powder. And this is in 916 translucent. So I don't use a brush for this. I literally just take my finger and I just put it on my lid. So now I'm going to take my blending brush. I have a small blending brush because a big blending brush will put shadow on the back of my head. So I use a small blending brush, and today we are going to use as a transition color. Now, what a transition color is going to keep your eye look from looking so flat. It's going to give it a little dimension. So if you like, let's say you're gonna use a blue eyeshadow, you go straight in with a blue, it's gonna look flat. So transition colors are normally, I like using browns. I like using browns and oranges, but it can be anywhere from a light brown to a dark brown, just depending on your preference, I guess. I know people that like to use like orange, like reddish colors. So it just depends on what you like. Today we're gonna be using brown. Excuse the palette is like very, very murky. But I'm gonna be using this color right here, and I'm just gonna be going in my crease with it, and that's gonna be right. I'm gonna try to zoom in right here. So that's where you will start. And I'm gonna start right here. You can start anywhere you want, but I'm gonna start here. And when you're blending and you're putting the color in your crease, the best thing for you to do, I always lay my head back, because if you do that and you try to go in there, it doesn't really work. Now, people with hooded lids, sometimes they can work to keep you from going up here. You kind of close your lid down on it, but people without hooded lids, I would lay my head back. Like you can see, I'm not even touching this part of my lid yet. So I always go in with a light hand. I like using browns because if my hand slips and I go up, you can't just really see it because it's not completely built. With this brown, I have to build it up. So I would blend, I go in circular motions in my crease. In the crease, you'll know your crease if you take your brush and do this right here. The part that folds in is your crease. And you go in with a light hand. I'm still building. So as you can see, this part of my lid is still white and I have my transition color on. Sometimes what I like to do is, you know, I bring it out just a little bit. I don't add anything else to my brush, but I just kind of, just so it's not like sitting right here in the corner, I bring it out just a little bit. So, clean your brush off. I always clean my brush off with like a towel or paper towel. I just go in circular motions on my brush. I mean, on the towel or the paper towel or whatever I choose to clean it off with. So the next one I'm gonna use is a black. I'm gonna use my Morphe 35B palette for that. And I'm gonna go in with this color black. Now, the thing about black is a very, very, very messy color. And black will mess your makeup look completely up, okay? So you don't want to go in with a really, really heavy hand. You want to go in with a very light hand. So you see the tip of this brush, you want to take it and dab just a little bit. You see, that's not much at all. So again, lay your head back and you just place it on that corner right there. And this is definitely, black is a color that you're gonna want to build up. And you want to keep dabbing. You don't want to go overboard. You want to build that color up. You want to build black up. And you want to use a very light hand. You want to tap that outer corner, that V, and you want to just kind of, because I made a very blunt line. I don't even know if you can see it, but I made a very blunt line. And I'm just going to I'm going to clean my brush off, like I'm changing colors, and I want to make sure this brush is clean. I'm gonna take it and come over just a little bit, just to diffuse that harsh line that we made. And you should look like this. You should still be able to see a little bit of your brown. Your brown should not be covered up at all here. You should still be able to see a little bit of your brown on top, in the corner, and that black should be dark right here. So the next color that we're going to use, we're going to go for a simple look, like I said. I guess we can go for a gold. We can go for a gold, since everybody like gold. So we're going to go into this gold right here. Can you see that? Lights are bright, but this is a gold. So you're gonna take that gold, and it is a glitter. It is a shimmer. So the gold that I just pointed to is a shimmer. I have a problem with shimmers. Fuck, I just got that on my leg. I'm sorry. I got a glitter glue, which is by Too Faced. I think this retail for like $20. But it's a glitter shadow primer, but I use it for my shimmers also. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and put it right here. Put it here and right here. You'll tack it once you got it on there. You don't have to use your finger. You can use a brush. Once it's tacky, you want to go ahead, get your gold or whatever color that you chose to. You know, you didn't have to use black, but I picked a universal color, a color that, you know, everybody should have if you got a palette. And I got this gold right here, so I'm gonna take this gold, put a little bit on, and I'm going to place it on top. Place it on top of that primer. And I'm taking the very top, because I made a harsh line, I'm taking it and I'm just blending it out. And I'm just going back over it to make sure that it's filled in. And as you can see, there is a harsh line. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of my black. As you can see, there's a harsh line between these two. I'm gonna take a little bit of my black, very, very, very little, dab just the tip in. Oh, that sounded so nasty. Dab just the tip in, and you're gonna want to diffuse it. So you're gonna take that black, start at the line, and you're gonna come over. Actually, I got a black right here. I can use these. And you're gonna wanna and so now that I have kind of, you see where it just kind of, I don't even know the word to use. It's not like a deep line, so it's not like it's not a very harsh line. So I'm just gonna take, because sometimes your transition color will clock out. Your transition color will clock out on you, and you have to be prepared for that. So what you want to do in a situation is such and such. You want to take the transition color that you used, and you want to just go back over it without touching anything that you put up. So and boom, there you go. So I use a black, I use a gold, and my transition color is very much still alive. I had to revive it. So that's that eye. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera because I walked you through that one, and I'm gonna do the other eye off camera. Okay, so to finish off this look, I'm going to do my mascara, and that way we can go ahead and have mascara out of the way. So I'm going to be going in with my Wet n Wild Mega Wear mascara. And it doesn't make my eyelashes clumpy. I know a lot of people that are not familiar with mascara, they saying that they think that it's gonna make their eyelashes clumpy, but it's all about how you put it on. I'm just darkening up my lashes from where I had a lot of fallout. And if you have hooded lids like me, again, hold your head back and put your mascara on. That way you don't get anything on your lids. You don't want to mess your lids up. Moving on to the next eye. I put one coat on. Of course, you can put on more than another coat. So for the sake of video, I am going to put on another coat. This just going to make them thicker. I don't use mascara for the volume or to make them look longer. I literally use mascara just to darken up my lashes to blend in with my FAQS because I don't really have eyelashes, but when I put mascara on, it does make them a little longer. I don't know if you can tell or not. I can't really tell. So that's our eye look. And we'll go back in later and add highlighter. But that's my eye look. Eyebrows are done. Shadow is done. That was a very, very simple eye look. I tried to explain everything the best I can. You let me know if I did a good job or not. That's the eye look for today. And like I said, it's very, 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 very simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope that I talked at a reasonable pace. Everything was good. Like I said, make sure you do drop your commentary down below. Let me know if I'm going too fast, if I'm going too slow, or I don't know. Just let me know, period. As I already said in yesterday's video, get your brushes out, get your foundation out, get your stuff out at the end of the week and run through these videos and let me know if I helped you out at all. That would just like make me feel so good if y'all let me know if I helped y'all or not. So anywho, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give me a big, 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 big thumbs up and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss any upcoming videos, especially this week. And thank you for coming to Dreamland Bootcamp. And I will see you whores in my next video, which is tomorrow. And tomorrow is, where's my list? Tomorrow is foundation and concealer. So make sure y'all be here for that tomorrow, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all tomorrow.